Hi all, my name is Vibin Vijay. I am the Chief Data Scientist for OCF Data Limited. With this demo, I want to discuss how your organization can benefit in applying data analytics in radiology services. I will be taking you through a demo conducted on a mid-size NHS Trust in the UK. It is on a comprehensive 6 months data from Radiology Department. We have used a BI software called SAS Visual Analytics, which is fast and flexible in-memory analytics software for large data sets. What you're now seeing on your screen is a frequency bar chart produced by SAS VA using 6 months of radiology episode data from the trust. So this particular trust has got three different sites, Hospital 1, 2, and 3, with Hospital 1 taking the maximum number of attendants with about 145,000 odd radiology episodes, and Hospital 2 with 20,500 odd episodes. Now I can drill down into Hospital 1 to see the episodes by modality. So this is again ranked. You can now say radiology being the top episodes conducted in that hospital, second with CT, and third with ultrasound. So again, I can drill down into radiology to see what type of exam has been conducted. So I've ranked it such a way that it only shows me the top 8, and the ninth one has all others into group, the smaller ones. So I can go back and forth using this tool to see the flexibility, how it works. I can now go under, so this says under CT scan to see what are the top CT exams which are conducted in that hospital 1. So again, this is ranked. So I can go back to the main page of the report. Next, we look into visit type report, which has got information about visit type and study priority. So this is a stacked bar chart. So we've got the same information of frequency hospital 1, 2, and 3 with study priorities on it. Let's drill down hospital 1 and see what a visit type it contains, whether it is A&E, inpatient or outpatient, with their respective specialty names. If I click on A&E urgent, I will get the specialty names. If I click on inpatient urgent referrals, I'll get the respective specialty names. So it's quite unique to see so many urgent referrals in inpatient visit type. This will then has to be investigated why there is so many urgent referrals in inpatient. Now we look at modalities and HRG 4 plus. So we first got all the visit types, that is outpatient, inpatient, and A&E by frequency. And on the right hand side, you've got top 5 doctors, top 5 radiographers by frequency for the entire radiology episodes. Now I can drill down into inpatients to see who are the top 5 doctors and radiographers in for inpatient department. Here you can observe that there's a large number of emergency department doctors refer their patients through inpatient type. I can now click on radiology to see who are the top doctors and radiographers. Now let us drill inside radiology to see which are the most common HRG4 groups coming for radiology. So top one tends to be tendency to fall, and we've got top doctors who are referring this particular HRG4s under, and we've got unspecified chest pain being the second highest HRG4s, and the doctors who are referring. Similarly, let's now look at another modality, CT. The top HRG is tendency to fall, same as radiology, and the top doctors remains to be the same. So let's go back to the main page and now look at another report, which is total weekly MFF value. We have now got a line graph which explains the overall cost of the trust by A&E and outpatient, which is the blue line as outpatient and red as A&E. So the monthly expense to the cost to the NHS seems to be approximately about 1.5 to 1.6 million monthly for outpatient, and A&E is slightly lesser than that. On the below graph, we've now got the same information spread out in weekly. What's interesting is now we can see a sudden dip starting from week 51 to week 2 for outpatients. So we may reckon that's mainly because of Christmas and New Year. Next, we look at violations. In order to explain violations, we'll have to look at what technique we have used to identify suspects and violators. So suspect is any doctor who is of 1 sigma away from the mean, and violators who are 2 sigma away from the mean. That is, he requested more number of tests than others in a particular HRG. The report consists of a specialty name, that's the referring type, and you've got HRG codes, the top 4 HRG, and we've got suspects, and we've got violations. We've also got top 7 doctors or suspects. I can now select on a specialty name and see how many suspects, how many violation episodes for that particular specialty. Similarly, I can select on another specialty, neurosurgery. It brings me up, oh, it's got more number of suspects and violations. And the respective doctors, top 7 doctors. I can select other specialties and get the similar information out. And I can also select HRG type for that particular specialty and compare with how many episodes and how many have been are in suspect and are not in suspect. Now let's talk about the last report, which is room utilization rate. So this is to identify room utilization across all the modalities, CT, fluoroscopy, MRI, radiology, and ultrasound. Let's look at radiology first. It will then give me the top 5 rooms and the frequency over 6 months. On the table, it tells me the trend for the 6 months, how busy it has been and how vacant it has been. Then the frequency chart, it's quite seasonal because it has got weekly data in it. And when I click on emergency department room 1, I can see a sudden peak during 26th of December as well as 1st of November. So we really don't know what's the reason behind it, but other than that, it's been quite on an average of 150 episodes a day. To investigate that, when I click on the next room, which is emergency department room 2, I see a sudden dip on the same day as you saw the peaks on room 1. So I suspect there's been a sudden outage in these rooms. So that has pushed um, frequency or episodes into other rooms. So I can check on other rooms, or there has been a similar um, peak during that day. So room 2 is causing um, sudden outage, and the workload has been pushed into other rooms. Hope this video was helpful. Thank you.